Hello everybody. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Unscented Lye Soap. I get a lot of calls, a lot of questions from people that are allergic to everything. It's called multiple chemical sensitivity. And what this is people are highly sensitive to all the manufactured chemicals. If you pick up a product and look at the back label, and you see all these names like lauryl sulfate, things you can't even pronounce. They're chemical detergents. People ask me if there's any soybean oil in my products. They ask me if there's corn oil, any type of nut. I don't use peanut oil because everybody's allergic to some form of peanuts, and it's a bad problem in the schools. Peanut butter, peanut, everything, and all kinds of manufactured foods. I've been making this for, I don't know how long I've been making it. This is just plain white soap. I've got it cut so it's a nice size. Holds in your hand well. I started cutting them a little bit thicker than I had been. These are just a little over an inch. They weigh, I forgot what these weigh, but they're over 4 ounces, and they've been curing for about 3 months. I was weighing them out about 3.8 ounces, and I just made my cutter a little bit thicker, and I'm a lot happier. I'm actually considering making them a little thicker yet, but I have to build a new cutter. The reason I'm talking to you today is there's a bad problem in this country with manufactured chemicals. The toiletries, most of the glycerin is stripped out of it and sold for some other purpose. I'm not sure why that is. That's just the way these large manufacturers do things. Everything's for profit nowadays. I take some of the trimmings and I grind them up. And this is kind of like a powdered substance, and I make some regular laundry detergent for this reason. I sell it in a bag. This is about £1. And I'll mail that to you with instructions how to cook it to a liquid where you could use it dry like that in your washing machine. It really cleans well. People with allergies don't have any problems. Fragrance is a big thing. I walk past there's a Bath and Body store in the mall, and the fragrance coming out of that shop just about knocks you down. And there's people out there that if there's any fragrance around, it's just murder on their senses. There's unscented products, lotions, all types of things that are available. But nowadays, everything you buy has some kind of fragrance in it, and quite often it's offensive. One of the doctor's offices that I go to has a sign that says, "Please don't wear any perfume," because there's so many people with allergies. Well, anyway, I'm fixing to make about 60 of these. It takes the same amount of time to make 10 of these as it does 60. So I've been making larger batches so I can keep the cost as low as possible. It's a little more work up front, but it saves me a lot of time. This is a 2-gallon paint bucket. That's what I mix it in. I mix it in 2 of these. Do 2 at one time. And I think to do a double batch, it takes me an extra 20 minutes as opposed to another 2 hours by the time I clean everything. You can buy these soaps off my website. There's also a link to our eBay store off the home page. It's somewhere near the bottom, I think. If you have any questions, just post a comment below. I'd be happy to get a little feedback from people watching this show. These are the molds I'm using. They're plastic. There's supposed to be a linerless mold, but every time I try to use it without a liner, it sticks, so I just started putting paper in it. Anyway, the base ingredients is lard. It comes from a restaurant supply. It comes in a 50-pound cube. I got fed up trying to buy it at the grocery store because all they have is the little 1-pound cubes or some little buckets, or they're out of stock and they just can't keep up with the volume of lard that I've been using. I do have 2 types of vegetable oil I've added to it. One of them is to help it clean a little better, give it a little bit of bubbles. And the other one's to soften it up so it doesn't get too hard. It's very similar to straight lard, but it has a longer shelf life. I'm not aware that anybody that's used it has had any allergy problems. Most of the people give me some feedback that says they just love it. I've had one person ask me to make it stronger, but I can't really do that because of product liability. I think this person was wanting some of the stuff they made 30 years ago that would just about take your skin off, because it had twice the amount of lye in it, made from wood ashes. Anyway, I've got the unscented soap with lard. I've got unscented oatmeal. It's a vegetable base. I've got one that has some sea clay in it, sea products, some kelp. It's unscented. It just has the natural fragrance of the ocean products. And I've got one made out of lard that has some lemon scents in it. It's called Outdoor Sport, and it's made to repel insects. And of course I got the laundry soap. It's made out of beef tallow, and it has some a little bit of borax and a little bit of washing soda mixed in with it, and it crumbles up really nice. You can just stick some in your hand and you just rub it together, and it turns into a real fine powder, which is that's ideal if you want to put it in your machine dry. I quit buying the detergents in the store. I haven't used that in so long. I forgot just how expensive it was, and I looked in the grocery store the other day, and it kind of frightened me. $10 for a little box of it. Last time I bought detergent, it was around $4. I just don't know how people can afford to wash their clothes at the laundromat. I've got another video on YouTube. The picture shows the top of a bucket, kind of like this, that I was mixing some detergent in. And it gives you straightforward instructions how to take the powdered soap flakes like this and make a real nice liquid that I think a gallon jug would last me a month, maybe 6 weeks for 2 people. So it's very cost effective, even if you have to pay a little bit of shipping to get the product. I've got a few people that order it by the box full about once a year. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to start making some soap. It's going to take me several hours to get it ready. I'll do a video on that, but it takes over an hour just to mix it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned, and we'll have more videos. I'm trying to do one or two a week.